Have you ever eaten Spam? I haven't, and for good reason. First of all, it's meat that comes in a can. Something just ain't right about that. Then there's the fact that it kind of looks like, well, cat food and vomit, and that's hard to get past. And, ugh, it doesn't smell all that great either. But today, for you, my viewing audience, I'm going to try it. You know, back in 1970, Monty Python, as in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, had a skit about Spam on their sketch comedy show Monty Python's Flying Circus. Apparently, following World War II, while most food was rationed in the United Kingdom, there was plenty of Spam to go around, so needless to say, the people in the UK had grown quite tired of it over the years, which made the Spam skit an immediate hit. In it, an older man and his wife come into a diner and ask the waitress what's on the menu, to which she replies, egg and bacon, egg, sausage and bacon, egg and Spam, egg, bacon and Spam, egg, bacon, sausage and Spam, 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 bacon, sausage and Spam, 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 egg and Spam, 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 bacon and Spam, tomato and Spam, 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 baked beans, Spam, 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 and Spam. Lobster thermidor, a crevue, and a Mornay sauce garnished with truffle, pate brandy, and a fried egg on top, and Spam. Then, as the wife asks for something without Spam and the conversation continues, a table full of Vikings break into the song. The waitress objects to this musical interruption, but periodically she's interrupted again and again with the chorus. In all, the word Spam is used 132 times in this 3.5-minute skit. So maybe it is worth trying. 23 years later, in the early days of the internet, a software program malfunctioned and began sending follow-up message to its own post on Usenet. As a result, a user named John Furr posted, "Transformed by programming ineptitude into a monster of Frankenstein proportions, it broke loose on the night of March 31st, 1993, and proceeded to spam news.admin.policy with something on the order of 200 messages." And so, Spam as we know it was born. And I'm not talking about the canned meat. Every day, somewhere in the neighborhood of 250 billion Spam messages are sent to our inboxes. In addition, the average American gets around 9 Spam calls per month. Some of you must not be getting any because I know I'm getting way more than that. Stop that. It's excruciating, it's inundating, it's infuriating. We get all this unwanted stuff, calls, emails, and snail mail, that it's hard to weed out what's truly important from all the junk. I can't tell you how many emails I've missed because it's been buried under a big pile of Spam. And it's not just our inboxes, it's our lives. Each and every day we are inundated with all kinds of things that pull us away from what's truly important. Whether it's news, social media posts, TV commentators, or whatever else, we are constantly fed endless amounts of Spam trying to paint a picture of our world and the people in it. We've been fed so much nasty, smelly canned meat that we've begun to buy into it. We've allowed Spam to control our opinions and our beliefs. It's the very thing that young evangelist is warned about in 2 Timothy chapter 4, where it says, "For the time is coming when people will not put up with sound doctrine, but have their ears tickled. They will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their own desires and will turn away from listening to the truth and wander away to myths." Our lives are filled with so much Spam that we've lost sight of what's really important. We've turned away from the gospel. We've turned away from the truth. Dear friend, we are called to love God, love our neighbors, and love ourselves. It's that simple. Any other message is nothing but junk trying to distract you from the truth. There's tons of things out there telling you who's in, who's out, who's worthy and who isn't, who's loved and who's not. Don't listen to it. It doesn't matter. It's not real. It's not true. It's just spam. I'm Pastor Stephen Mims, and that's your Word for Wednesday. Oh, may God bless you.